Good morning everybody, Car and Biker here. Just left my meeting that I was talking about the other day. Talking to the company I used to work for. It's quite good to see a few old faces. And now being followed by my colleague Steve. We're going to go and find somewhere to have a coffee and discussion. Waitrose, free coffee. Yum yum yum. Don't know if you can see with the fisheye lens in front of me, but it's the Humber Bridge here. Quite near the Humber Bridge, the offices of the place I've just been. And just reminded me about a vlog I want to do. It's strange, I was watching a vlog the other day by banditnev, Australian vlogger, great vlogger. If you haven't seen him, go across there and have a look. And Dev was talking about his bucket list, things to do before he dies, and his top 3. And this morning, as I was getting ready to come out, I had the radio on, and there was a lad on there who apparently had been talking about his bucket list because he's ill, and unfortunately he knows that the illness he's got is fatal, but he was talking about his bucket list. So I thought, well, I'll do a response. And then the Humber Bridge kind of features potentially in my bucket list. I haven't got a huge amount of things, to be honest, but there are 2 or 3 things that I'd quite like to do, and Nev was talking about the top 3, so I thought I'll let you know what mine is, because he was asking. Not just me, obviously, asking everybody that was watching. So I suppose in no particular order, thinking about the Humber Bridge first. One of the things they do quite often on the Humber Bridge, but I haven't seen it advertised for a while, is a charity event. So they pick a charity and people go and get sponsorship, and they have to reach a certain level of sponsorship. And once they reach that level, they're allowed to take part in the event. And what they do is they go right up to the top of those towers. Can't remember how high they were, but blooming high. And then abseil down. Now, I've never abseiled before, but I don't think that's necessarily a restriction. I think you are allowed to do it, get a bit of training. So there's kind of one of mine. I don't know if it's number 1 or not, but it's certainly one of mine. Second one is bike related. You've got to have a bike related one in there, haven't we? And this is something I wanted to do anyway, but Mr. B has made it far worse after giving me a lift on the Hayabusa. I definitely want to, before I die, hopefully not too distant in the future, get myself a properly big bike. So a Hayabusa, ZZR, something a bit smaller but still quick, like a Fireblade or a Tuono, something like that. And I'd like to take that bike down to Santa Pod. If you don't know, Santa Pod is the drag strip in the UK where you can do a run what you brung day. So you can take your bike or your car there, pay your tenner, and get the lights going and what have you, and have a go down the drag strip to see how fast I can do the standing quarter mile. So that's kind of number 2. And then number 3, completely not bike related. This one I don't know if I'm going to do it or not. The other 2 kind of reasonably likely. So my third one is more of going to see somewhere. And there's a place that has always intrigued me. Well, 2 bits really. And it's all about the Inca Trail. So I would love to go and see Machu Picchu, which some people say is the most beautiful place in the world. I'd love to see that, and that involves doing a bit of the Inca Trail, I think, which is a very long, kind of 3 digits of miles long walk to go and see Machu Picchu. And I'd also love to see, because they're in the same area, the Nazca lines. I don't know if you're not aware of the Nazca lines, they were only seen relatively recently when aircraft flew over huge planes. Not huge planes as in aeroplanes, but huge planes as in the ground. And they realised that there were lines, perfectly straight lines, almost look like runways. Of course, the conspiracy theorists get involved and start talking about spacemen. But almost like runways carved into the earth. And there's also glyphs, I forget the full name, but glyphs of creatures, monkeys and spiders, again carved into the ground, only visible from the air. And the thinking is that they were carved by people to worship their gods, or if you're a conspiracy theorist, to worship the aliens that put us here. So those are my three. So I would suggest, if you haven't seen it already, head over to Nev's channel, have a look at his three, and please upload your videos, let's know what your three are as well. And if I remember, and I'm really bad at this, I'll put a link to Nev's vid in the description for the video below. So, that's mine. Thanks for watching everyone. Ride safe, and I'll talk to you all again soon.